Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on the Cycling Dane Action channel, and today we join me as I was coming back from the incredible experience of riding with the Intermarché riders on the rest day, and this was a very interesting path. This was the path of the Stage 10 Tour de France, and I was doing my best to just take it a bit easy here, but then out of nowhere, suddenly something happened that I wasn't expecting at all, and that was a flying DSM rider going past me like a car, and that was none other than Fabio Jakobsen, the very talented sprinter, and there was no way I could even stay on his wheel. I tried to up my tempo a bit to see if I could catch him when he was just recovering a bit, but on a rest day, doing sprints was quite telling. Of course, he didn't end up taking a stage for victory, but he is, of course, one of the best sprinters in the world. So I wanted to go over and just say hi, because he has, of course, appeared on the Cycling Dane Extra channel before, but he was very far away. But then suddenly his teammate was joining. I saw one DSM rider again coming up. If you see the World Tour riders on your training roads, it's certainly not something that you're used to. And suddenly then all the team coming around, Warren Barguil giving a wave, and Romain Bardet there, the man who won the first stage after an incredible breakaway, taking the yellow jersey, was shouting at me to sprint. He wanted me to join the group and just sit on this amazing effort by the guys here. And if Romain Bardet says you have to sprint, even though you have tired legs after being with the Intermarché team, you have to sprint. So then I did my best to try and hang on to these guys, sitting on the wheel of one of the guys, and most of these guys part of that lead-out train for Intermarché. But now I was really struggling. I was doing my best. They were lifting the tempo. This was certainly not an easy ride, to say the least. But yeah, sitting with dsm-firmenich in the middle of the Tour de France was not exactly on my bingo card for this year. But here we are, DSM going quite hard out, considering it was a rest day as well. I was quite confused why they were going this hard on a rest day, but maybe they were just not happy with their lead-out train and wanted to practice it. But a mere mortal as myself, who's not exactly a sprinter, trying to keep up with these guys was quite a unique little situation. And there was Fabio Jakobsen, and suddenly he was back in the train as well. And now I was sitting next to the former European champion on his wheel, and yeah, not exactly the morning or afternoon I was thinking that was going to happen here. But here we were, the dsm-firmenich boys absolutely battering the local KOMs, and also making sure that they were seeing if their lead-out train was actually good enough. But yeah, I was feeling the hurt a bit as well, and yeah, being tired after the other ride, and then they really started to lift the tempo here. I wasn't sure how long I would last for, but yeah, being with a Tour de France team during the Tour de France team, okay, we did it with Intermarché, but Intermarché was taking it a bit easier than these guys. Certainly not something I thought I would be experiencing. And yeah, here we were, and with Romain Bardet as well, of all people. Very big fan of Romain Bardet and Fabio Jakobsen. And Romain Bardet, of course, has been on this channel. Well, not this one, but the other channels quite a lot. So yeah, I was trying to make sure that I was taking part in the turns as well. But yeah, they were going very hard out, very flat. And it was this moment I regretted not having my power meter as well. But yeah, it was certainly an experience, and they really did drill it hard here. I thought it was, yeah, it was quite hard, to say the least. We were going upwards of 40-50 kilometers an hour, just pushing on a lot, really simulating that sprint train lead out. I was hanging on for dear life because my energy reserves were certainly not there, and then they started really accelerating even more, and that's when all my legs were starting to snap. I could feel it. It was hurting, and anything I had left here was really being used in to try and hold on. But then suddenly they started to slip away. I could feel the pain. I was battling for every single moment to try and stay on this, and it was very hard pacing, and almost a few moments in before I was just letting go of them. But I was doing my best to try and keep onto the wheel of this DSM rider, and yeah, it was a very painful experience at this time. This is where I could feel the hurt, and there you go, snap, it went. And that little experience that I had with the DSM boys came to a stop. But what an experience that was, and yeah, having Romain Bardet shout sprint, sprint, sprint at you is something, yeah, I will definitely not forget for a very long time. But anyways, with that, that's basically it for this video. Thank you very much for subscribing to the Cycling Dane Action channel. Of course, check out some of our other videos, and of course, check out some of our other videos, like when I was riding with Primoz Roglic or with the Intermarché team. But with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.